What's up, Facebook? I'm coming in here today because I want to share something bomb with you. Let me just turn this down. Just having my little celebration moment because an amazing client just sent me this beautiful email that I'm so excited about, because I sent her a questionnaire and the contract, and she basically just like sent it all back. And while she sent it back, and I warned her beforehand, I was like, hey, just, keep your eyes peeled because this stuff is really powerful. Like, you've just made a really big decision for yourself, for your business, for everything that you're about to do. And just filling in the questionnaire is probably going to start like rumbling some changes in your reality. And I'm just remembering, I straightened my hair. It's been over a week that I have not straightened my hair because I've been on my world trip and I didn't take my straightener with me. And I'm just like, I'm a bit in a goddess mode today. Anyway, so yeah, and basically that's what happened. So she filled in the questionnaire, and she already started to have breakthroughs. Like, people were just like sending him emails or messages out of the blue talking about her podcast, and about how to get some coaching. And this woman hasn't even coached one single person before, so this is just so exciting. And so I'm basically just jumping on here. Like, I have 5 minutes because I'm about to shoot out of the door again. But I just want to share with you that there is an energetics behind decisions. When you decide something and you know that it is aligned for you, things start to rumble. Like, your hologram starts to shake and things start to fall into place. The first time I really noticed this was, I think this was like the last year that I was still teaching dance, and I just decided that I just wanted to travel more. And there was this thing like Santorini in Greece was just calling me, and I was like, I'm just gonna book this ticket. And I woke up in the morning, and I just literally went on Google Flights, and I just looked up some flights, and the price was just so incredibly cheap. And then I was like, wow. And it's like on Valentine's Day as well. I'm gonna go spend Valentine's Day on in Greece, in Santorini. Like, I was so excited about it. And at that time I had not figured anything out, like I just knew that my holidays were going to be around that time, and I was just feeling this full body, hell yes, I'm going, and I just booked it. And what happened is that same week I was having like a week's time of break, and I was going to go and just spend 3-4 days with my parents and then go back to London. And then I put my place on Airbnb because I actually had 10 days off, so I had like basically a potential for 10 days to just put my room on Airbnb. And what happened is, like, the day before I left to see my parents, the Airbnb got a booking through for like those 10 days. And so I ended up not just doing Luxembourg and having booked my ticket to Santorini that same week. That was going to happen only a few months later. But that week I then also traveled to Ibiza because there was like this thing, like, and it was just this synchronicity. And that year I just did lots of like short trips, and I think I went to Greece like 4 times because I was just so in love with it. And what I'm trying to tell you is that there is an energetics behind when you take a decision. So when you decide, when you feel that there's something that you really desire, and you don't even have it all worked out yet, but you just feel that full body, oh my gosh, I've got to go. I just, just knowing the experience that you're going to have after that, especially, for big decisions. Like when I decided about my world trip, I just had this full body yes thing in my body. I just knew that I had to go. And all the odds were like seemingly crazy and like against me. I had like $600 and 500 pounds or 500 pounds in my account. And it was like, everyone was like, oh my gosh, Lizzie, like, how are you going to do this? And I'm like, I don't know. The universe is going to find a way. And here we go. 10 months later, I just, come back home, flying business class as well. And it's just like the amount of magic that I've manifested on that world trip was just insane, right? And the reason was that I just needed to get aligned with what my body really desired, like with the experience, the expansion of the experience that I really desired to be in. and to just believe, right? So there's a lot of it is belief, but the other side is also the minute you decide, all the doubts just flake away, because in that minute your mind, instead of going, oh, maybe this, maybe that, it just goes whoosh. It just gets into this focus zone, and then you figure it out. Things come to you. They just like expand and explode, and things come to you that you couldn't even figure it out on your own. There was no way you could figure it out. Like some of the accommodations I manifested on this world trip literally came to me because I met a person, and then that person, met, in the same synchronistic flow, like B and then C, and then D's friend of the friend of the friend of the friend was like, oh, I have this flat in Sydney that's available right now, like, and you can just go use it. You could just go hang out in there as long as you want. Like, that's literally what happened. So how would I have known this? Like, I didn't know. In September when I left, I had no idea. All I knew was I'm starting my business from scratch. I have no flipping clue how this is going to work out. I have so little resources. It's like crazy, right? And then I only have this much money. I only have 3 flights booked, and I still need to book, like, I had flight A and B, but I still needed to, like, like, and then I had flight 4, but I still needed to figure the third one out, right? So it's just crazy. And I just left, and and the thing is, your mind figures it out. Your soul has it already figured out. You just got to trust. You just got to trust and jump and dive and know that you'll be held, right? And so, yeah, so even with big decisions, like, the thing is, when you don't jump, when you don't decide, like, what happens is it creates this vault in your energy field where it's like, I don't know, and then it builds pressure, and then you get even more afraid, and there's more fear. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it because the fear isn't there. The fear will always be there, right? Like, I was still afraid the minute I went into the plane, but the fear isn't real. You're not going to die in that same second. Maybe you're going to die 5 minutes later. I don't know, but not in that moment that you're experiencing the fear. You get what I mean? And so, yeah, that's just it. So that's all I'm sharing with you guys. And I'm out of the door because my mom is waiting, and we're going to go do some shopping and just be chilling. And, I'm just so happy to spend some time with them. I'm so grateful that I have a business where I can just travel the world, but I can also be with my parents, and I can be with my family and my loved ones when I feel like it, because I really miss them, and I am a family girl, and this is just who I am. Anyway, so I'm going to play some more music, and I'm going to go and see if I can make my mom dance too. What do you think? I think I'm going to be lucky. That would be so fun. All right, my loves. Have a beautiful day.